What is up, y'all? It's your girl, Brand New, and I'm back in the building for a recap of Real Housewives of Atlanta. This is season 10. I do not know what episode this is. Tonight was kind of a boring episode for me. It didn't have any of my faves on. There was no Nene. There was no Marlo. Kenya wasn't her, Kenya wasn't herself, really. You know, her grandmother just passed, so it was kind of just like a dull episode. And I'm not mad at Kenya for being, you know, in that type of mood, but it just was, to me, it was so boring. It was like they give us a good couple of episodes and then it gets back right boring. And it's like if Nene is not on the episode, they already know what type of episode it's going to be. Already can feel it. Anyways, the episode starts off with Sheree and Porsha. They're together at some store. Sheree is trying to order some damn knobs for her damn house. And that's pretty much what they're doing. Next, we have Cynthia and Kandi. They are together. Lake Bailey is absolutely beautiful. Kandi noticed how beautiful Cynthia's house is. Basically, Kenya, Cynthia, and Kandi all get together. Kenya is telling them about, you know, how her grandmother just passed and the funeral, and it was all so fast, and, you know, it really hurt to say that last goodbye. So, you know, that's the frame of mind she's in. That's what she's telling them. And then you have Sheree and Porsha. They're talking about Kenya and Cynthia, how Kenya didn't invite Cynthia to her wedding and they supposed to be good friends, and why didn't she tell her? I'm kind of sick of everybody coming from that perspective. Like, I understand that, but y'all know how Kenya is. There's, like, no reason to really react, but it's a show, so I guess they gotta make it a big deal, but y'all know Kenya go hide her shit. That's just what her motherfucking ass do. And, you got Kenya, Sheree, and Kandi, y'all. I am sitting over here. The episode was so fucking boring. I'm trying to replay it to... I'm trying to replay this shit to figure out what the fuck they talking about, because it was just not memorable. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. Oh, let's touch on this. Kenya go bring Matt up. Well, they was like, Kandi and Cynthia was trying to ask her, well, what's up with Matt? You know, Cynthia was kind of pressed about, you know, she was telling her how the girls was coming for her after she left and saying, well, why didn't you invite Cynthia to your wedding? Like, y'all supposed to be good friends. And then Cynthia said she started to feel bad. Like, yeah, why don't I know, not Matt. What the fuck is the man's Mark? Why haven't I met Mark? So that was pretty much, you know, what they was talking about. And then Kenya was like, well, you will meet him in time. And I'm like, I am so sick of this shit. I'm so sick of this shit. And they talking about the bitch is fired because she won't really discuss and show his ass on the damn TV. So I don't know, y'all. I don't know what to believe. I don't see them firing her because Kenya, as much as we don't like Kenya, Kenya is needed for this show, especially if they're not going to have a Nene, and Nene's only part-time, which it looks like that's what she is, because Nene needs to, she's the star. She needs to be in most of these episodes for the shit to be relevant and interesting, you know. So, and then you got Porsha and Sheree. They're going back and forth, like I said, still talking about the Kenya bullshit, and that's... Y'all, it was just so fucking boring. Oh, they end up talking about Sheree's man being in prison, Kandi, Cynthia, and Kenya. And Kandi talking about she got her good eye on him, and Kenya talking about, you better call Tyrone. And then Kandi threw some shade, talking about something. Then said something. Cynthia was like, "Yeah, she got to call him," and then Kandi telling us some, no, she can't call him. He got to call her. Through some motherfucking shade. And then try to be all passive aggressive about, y'all can keep Kandi. Y'all can motherfucking keep Kandi because Kandi ain't shit. You know, she's a great businesswoman. I will always say that about Kandi. But Kandi is... I liked her more when she was on seasons 2 and 3. 2, 3, and 4 probably. I think she was kind of getting on my nerves on 4. So I'll just say 2 and 3 to be safe. Because I kind of liked her then. Because I felt like she was more of herself. She was more of who she really is. And then as time has gone on, you know, she's so passive aggressive. She's very aggressive at times. And it's like people act like they don't notice it. Then she start crying. That throws everybody off. So now they feel bad that, you know, and it's just like, I'm not there. You know, I'm not here for Kandi and all that crying. She full of shit. And she be just wanting her way, you know. But yeah, she kept making them silly ass faces. Them faces work when Nene do it. You know, because you know Nene mean that shit. But Kandi, it seemed like she's conflicted with how she wants to come across. But bitch, you always come across messy. So that's all you need to know. Shit. Oh my God, you guys. I'm literally fast forwarding the motherfucking episode to just figure out what happened. Because it just really went over my motherfucking head. Okay, we got Porsha's dingy ass meeting with some people today. Porsha. Marsha. Yeah. I don't know why when I look at Porsha, I be thinking Brady Bunch. You know, all the little Full House. You know, all the shit of the 90s. Like, I don't know. Porsha, I realize, have some deep issues. People always ask why Porsha has not settled down. But I could say that Porsha has not settled down because she's afraid to go back to who she was when she was with Cordell. I think that Porsha felt very controlled and isolated. And so now she's going around that because Porsha is a nice looking woman. And on top of the look, she's very goal oriented. She has started several businesses. She works for Dish Nation. She has a lot going for her. She has a style to her. She has a lot of followers on Instagram. Like, she has a lot of shit going for her. So it's just like, it should be nothing for her, you know, to find somebody that care about her. But Porsha, the problem is, Porsha is very superficial. I think she is another one. She was more of herself when she first came on here. If you notice, she cared more about who she was and not about how she looked. She was very grounded. She, you know, and aside from the shit with Cordell, because he was controlling her and, you know, doing other shit to her. But, you know, Porsha was more of herself then. I felt she was sweet. She was kind of wholesome, innocent, just kind of, I don't know. It's like now she knows who she is, and you know, she's more powerful now. You know, everything about Porsha is not bad. It's just Porsha needs to grow up. You know, she needs to grow up. And it's interesting because I don't even like Kenya, but Kenya was one of the first people to call it out, I noticed. I thought Kenya was being very mean to her. I still think that Kenya was very mean to her, but it's just interesting that Kenya was one of the first ones to call that out. And yeah, she does act very little girly. But anyway, she's meeting with these fucking people to get ready to go on a date. Now they going all through her house for whatever fucking reason. I don't care, don't understand it. It's a nice house. I noticed she had like a bed for a little boy, and she got a playground, and she wanted twins, and But there's no man. There's no, like, Porsha, you don't need to come back next season if your ass is not going to be in a motherfucking relationship. You're not going to be in a relationship. You're not going to get married or have no kids or come out with that lesbian lover I know you got. You know, I'm just saying, like, there ain't no reason for you to come back. You have nothing to offer us. Nothing. Date somebody. You could have made it work with Todd, but like, you too superficial. Todd looked like a good guy, you know. So I don't know though. People look good on camera, but I thought he looked good with her. He fit her image. Shit, if she trying to be superficial. And I just felt like he was a nice guy. Like, when you get with a nice guy that's sensitive, that shows his emotions, you know, when you get with that type of man, you appreciate him. You know what I'm saying? But I think Porsha liked them hood boogers. She liked them. She liked him. She liked that guy, Duke, and I think she was mad that it didn't work out, and then she tried to play Todd because Todd took some time off from work. He was like, well, I got cash saved up. Everybody is not going to move how you move, Porsha. That's how you got rid of the guy, Todd, because you feel like, oh, I'm so annoyed, y'all. I'm so annoyed with her, but you need to get back with Todd, Porsha. Next, we got Peter and Cynthia. You guys, I noticed them on camera together. I really miss Peter and Cynthia together. They were flirting with each other. Cynthia's ready to give Peter them draws, honey. That's pretty much what I got to say on them. That's just what I got to say. So much sexual tension. She talking about he looked good enough. Uncle Ben looked good enough to boil in some water. I was just like, woo. She talking about, can I get 45%? I guess they got another business coming. And it's a really nice spot. Y'all know Peter go do something to it. Whether it be successful or he fuck it up, Peter go try. Okay, that's what Peter does. He's a motherfucking entrepreneur, and I'm here for it. I'm here for it, because that takes a lot of guts to do that shit. And I think motherfuckers be clowning him. I was clowning you too, because I know you was fucking up her credit, Peter. But, because you was borrowing too much money from your woman. But it takes a lot of guts, you know, to be an entrepreneur. Everybody can't do that shit. It's very risky. It's a lot. It's a lot. Okay, next we got motherfucking Sheree. Sheree is so fucking annoying. She is so annoying, but when your bae come home, Sheree, I think you may get a little bit more interesting for me. Sheree and these grown-ass kids is what's going to be the title of this part, where they are, who they celebrating? Somebody's birthday, a child. It was so boring. I really couldn't even keep up. Callie is going to a HBCU, which is good for her. I was looking at her kids, y'all. Sheree got some beautiful kids. Beautiful chocolate kids. They are gorgeous. Nice looking kids, all of them. It was interesting to see them grow up. I remember them when they was really small. Okay, next we got Kandi. Kandi and Todd, and they are teaching baby Ace. He's having some swimming lessons, so that baby is so cute. Okay, so next, after the celebration, Callie, who is Sheree's daughter, she has always been around all white girls. So Sheree had mentioned that she was shocked that the girl even wanted to be around black people like that. That girl was always kind of like that, I noticed. Like, Sheree isn't hood, you know, I don't know how to explain it, but the daughter was always a little weird to me. That first daughter she got, I like her. Tiara, I like her. The middle daughter, she cool. She got a smart ass mouth. And Cairo is, he's alright. He ain't all like that, but he alright. You know, because it's like he young, so it's like, he gonna get better with time. It comes with it, honey. Okay, so Sheree got her big ass Diana Ross hair in. about to tell these grown ass kids that Bob has been putting his hands on her for a long time ago when they were married. And it's just like, bitch, why did it take you this long? So you sitting up here talking about, oh, I was trying to protect y'all. How you gonna protect people and you ain't even telling them what the fuck going on? I don't know why people think that's protection. Tell your children what the fuck is going on. That way if some shit go down, they already know. My mama done said, hey, this is what's going on. You have to. I think with domestic abuse, is so much shame and people really believe there's something wrong with them and they don't really want to go that far with it. But yeah, so I'm gonna give Sheree a pass, because you know that is a lot going through that. So I'm gonna try to give her a pass. But it was like, bitch, you could have been more interesting, Sheree, if we would have known this from the jump. You was all high and mighty and, you know. So, y'all, bear with me. I'm trying to fast forward through the motherfucking show. That's a damn shame. Gotta replay it just to figure out, okay, Kandi and her storyline of feeling guilty about these motherfucking kids. While she is, you know, back on the road and back together with Escape, she's battling with that. And I understand that as a working mother, because you want to be there with your children. So I do understand it, you guys. It's just Kandi is boring to me. She does not give it to me. On Escape, she was in a different environment, a little out of her element. And I like that, because then you get people's natural reactions. On here, she gets to control her image and shit and play all these passive-aggressive ass games. But, you know. Anyway, she got grown-ass Riley. Damn, is Riley grown? I guess you can dye your child's hair. I'm guessing. I mean, she looks good with the blonde hair, but I don't know, y'all. She's grown. I don't know. I don't want to judge. I know my daughter gonna be asking to get her damn hair dyed and shit. But yeah, Kandi is boring, you guys. That's all I can fucking say. She feels guilty, but she's spending time. Kandi is a good mom and businesswoman. Y'all know that I got a love-hate relationship with Kandi. I wanna like her, but the bitch be pissing me off. Okay, next we got they show Kenya, they show Cynthia getting ready to leave. The guy Will has got a car for her. She's all excited and shocked. And Kenya, you know what I noticed, y'all? Cynthia needs to have sex, you guys. I can just tell. The way she was hugging all on Will. Okay, so they show her hugged up on him. She's just hugged him 2-3 times. And they sitting there and then they start kissing and shit right before damn Kandi and them get there. I'm like, Cynthia, woo, you are at your prime, honey. This being 50 years old is, you seeming, I don't know, Cynthia seems so much more happier now. Because I remember when she first came on the motherfucking show that shit, she was stressed out about money. Her hair was coming out. She would be looking homeless, had these big ass bags under her eyes. So it's just like, damn, Cynthia's really came full circle. And I like her. Very classy. I love Cynthia's style. I like her style more than anybody's on this show. To me, that's who... I don't know. I feel like I have a lot in common with Cynthia. We both have daughters. We both only have one child. She loves fashion probably way more than I do. But I just love her style. I love glasses, hats. I like how she always uses accessories. Okay, so let's get to... Kandi was starting to annoy me, you guys, because she gets to poking at Will. And her motherfucking excuse for it is, well, everybody was poking at Todd. And it's like, bitch, let it go. Kandi, do you ever forgive and let go? That was your motherfucking mama that was coming for Todd, honey. That was your motherfucking mammy, Miss Joyce, coming for Todd. So you trying to act like all these girls was coming for Todd. No, they knew people that knew your dude, and they said that, you know, he always puts himself in a better situation. Shit, it is what it is. Now, you didn't want to hear it, but you went and married the man anyway. So why you still mad about that? Oh, well, I need to grill Will, and Will is all uncomfortable. Todd talking about he don't really like him like that because he like Peter, and he's Peter's friend, and it's kind of soon. And then I noticed Kandi and Todd, these hypocrites go say, y'all take y'all time. Bitch, Riley called you out, Kandi. Riley called you out because you fucked around and moved Todd in your house real quick. Right when you was dating him. So you can't tell Cynthia to slow down. Shit, she 50. Shit, she ain't got that much damn time left. Let her live her life. Shit. So, I don't know. Kandi and Cynthia end up talking, and then Will and Todd, they end up talking. And Cynthia had an embarrassing moment because she's talking with Kandi, and y'all, I really do. This is horrible. I gotta rewind. I have to rewind to figure out what the fuck is going on. Oh, Kandi was asking her, y'all, if she's had sex and all that. I didn't like that because I'm like, Kandi, you ain't cool with Cynthia like that to be asking that. And you be trying to hide your shit. So why you all in Cynthia business? Y'all ain't cool like that. Y'all are just friends on the show. But yeah, I don't even know to even go back on it. It was something else I wanted to say on that with Kandi and Cynthia, but with it being so boring and it just, y'all, I'm gonna have to skip over it, but that's pretty much it. She kept on butting in on Will and Cynthia as if it was her business, and it was just really annoying. Okay, next we got Porsha. Porsha gonna act like she ain't see this bald head, man. She gonna try to walk her ass out. And then she's very awkward with him. Porsha, you need to get your ass. You like them hood boogers. You like them black men. You know what I'm saying? And that's fine. Get you a black man. Don't sit up here be playing with these white men, because you know damn well you was not feeling him. She was shading him all in the confessional. And I was just like, woo, Porsha, honey, you ain't no good. Shading the fuck out of him. She wasn't that attracted to him. She didn't like what he had on. You know, you can just tell that Porsha just likes a higher scale type guy. And then he was white, you know. She talking about she was open to it. And there ain't nothing wrong with white guys. I've never dated one. But you can just tell Porsha, you know how people, they say they'll try something, but it's so awkward and they don't like it. This girl started making a motherfucking lie up, talking about, yeah, I had told my mother I would only be here for 30 minutes. You know, she been staying with me, you know, so after 30 minutes, you know, I'm going to have to get on up. I'm just like, oh my God. Okay, so next we got Sheree is meeting with her motherfucking life coach. And she is telling him how she told the kids about the abuse, and he's like, you look lighter. She gets a call. She goes on the balcony, and it's, call Tyrone, calling. Well, he calling you, actually. But, she gets to talking with him, and it's very weird, because you could kind of tell Sheree was nervous about what he was going to say, and it's kind of like, all right, motherfucker, don't say the wrong thing now. Shit, we recording right now. We on the show. You know, it looked like she was explaining to him, like, you know, I'm with the life coach. So, y'all, it just crazy. So, yeah, they talking about how they love each other. And, you know, she feels like he's her soulmate, this, that, and the third. And that's what happened with that. The life coach kind of clocked her ass. He was like, oh, who was that? You was smiling all outside. And she was like, yeah, I got a boyfriend. I feel like a teenager saying I got a boyfriend. She's like, he's in prison. And then the life coach is telling her about what people are going to say, and you gonna have to deal with that. This man is in prison. And Sheree was just like, you know what? I don't give a damn. I'm gonna deal with it. So, she's just like, I don't care what anybody thinks. He is my soulmate, and we will see when he comes out. Everything is gonna work out. I really got faith it's gonna work out. And the life coach is kind of doubting her, but you could tell he didn't want to break her motherfucking spirit. So that is pretty much how things end. All right, y'all. That is my Real Housewives of Atlanta review. Yes, it was boring. And yes, your girl was all over the motherfucking place because it wasn't no key things for me to talk about. Whew. All right, y'all. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. Oh, and before I go, somebody on Facebook asked me how can they donate to me. You can donate to me in by purchasing one of my books on Amazon. They are ebooks and they are under Brandy Robinson. You could just purchase one of them. You don't even have to read the motherfucker, but that's how you can support me. So I wanted to I will be answering any questions I get in my email on here. All right, y'all. Check y'all later. Bye.